The dating hashtags on TikTok tell you everything, okay? So the 20-year-old women are talking about their rosters, hooking up, essentially how to be a red flag. When you look at the 30-year-olds and over that, they're talking about they want a husband, they're still on the fence about the kids, but they've gone through the epiphany phase. They want marriage now, right? When you look at the 40-year-olds, these women are in full-blown desperation mode. They want a husband yesterday and kids 2 weeks ago. Okay, so what I want the younger women to do is scroll through these other hashtags. Look at these women. Some of them are attractive. Do you want to be in that same boat? Because some of y'all, the way y'all are operating, you're going to end up in those videos. You're going to be making those same videos. So start making the change now.
As a woman at any age, I promise you, you can find a great man. Do not believe this chatter when people are like, well, the older you get as a woman, the harder it is to find a guy. I've said in my other videos, I've seen women in their 60s on their third marriage and they have not struggled to find a man. And I know that sometimes there's like these things going on social media where they're like, in your 30s, you aren't as valuable as you are in your 20s. When I hit 30, I've been in the best shape of my life. Like, I feel healthier than ever. But here's the more important thing. When you are with a man that has only eyes for you, that values you, that is a good man, it will make you feel like you're the hottest woman alive. Like, I'm not even kidding. To be loved by a good, faithful man, it makes you feel like, it really does. It makes you feel beautiful, because being with a guy that's checking out other women, that's talking about how hot other women are, or you just always have this instinct like, oh, I think he's looking at other women, or he is looking at like naked women on the internet, etc. That's going to make you feel like crap. That's going to make you feel like you're always being compared to other women, which you are. Like, when men act like that, you are in competition with other women. I promise you, you will find a good man. I think the most important thing for anyone that's dating is asking themselves, like, okay, how can I make sure I am a good significant other to someone? What can I do to work on myself? Because I know, like, I got married. I met my husband when I was 27, and I feel like that was the perfect time for me. I'd already gone to law school, and I was ready. Some of my friends got married at 23, 24. My dad got married at 33. It's like everyone's timeline is different, and don't ever feel bad about that. It does not matter how old you are as a woman. You are still worthy of finding a good man, and you absolutely are capable of finding a great man. So I hope that you have lots of hope and hang in there and hold on to your standards. Know what you're not going to settle for, and walk away. Walk away when those red flags are there. It's going to take you a few steps closer to a good man. There is absolutely hope.
It comes in.
Okay, I'm here to let everyone in the world know it does not get easier in the dating world the older you get. It actually gets harder. I actually had someone yesterday say, I can't believe you're single. You're just so pretty. Okay, I didn't know that was a requirement to date. Secondly, yeah, no. But however, I will tell you this. I don't have time for somebody else's crap. Do you know what it's like out there in the dating world? Have you tried these apps? They're freaking terrible. They're like shopping in a thrift store. I mean, that's what dating at 50 is like. Who's the least damaged freak out there? And by the way, I have to turn around and ask myself the same question. People are saying that about you too. So that's why I don't date. That is why.
I ain't gonna chase a man. And I know these guys are like, oh, you have to put an effort. No, effort reciprocated. The bee goes to the flower. The flower does not go to the bee. And the kind of man I'm attracted to, I don't need to chase, nor do I want to. He wouldn't want me chasing him. That's the kind of man I'm attracted to. If you want me to chase you, you can be waiting a long time. Because there's only two things I chase. Money and a taco truck. You, sir, are neither of these. I make my own money. So if I'm with a man, I want him to put an effort. And if I'm interested, I will reciprocate that effort. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. If a man's making effort and I like him, I'll give the exact same match that energy. If his energy changes, my energy will change. Trust that.
Don't know when it started, but I realized I started to do this thing where I don't let myself actually feel the things that I feel. I don't let myself admit that it does overwhelm me that I'm 35 and single. I don't let myself feel the full weight of the times that I've been hurt in my life because I don't like to give those people any sort of power over me. As much as I want to fight it and act like it doesn't get to me that I'm 35 and I'm single and I don't have any prospects right now, isn't gonna change what I really feel. It's hard. It's really hard to sit and admit that I have been hurt. It's hard to sit and admit that I have taken risk on love and it hasn't worked out. It's hard to admit to myself that it's impacted the way that I view dating. But one thing I do know that I really like about myself is the fact that I'm never gonna give up trying. I'm never gonna give up on myself. And even though, yes, I am 35 and single, I'm also 35 with a clean slate. 35 and no longer in a toxic, abusive relationship. 35 and completely supporting myself. And even though it can be so overwhelming and sometimes embarrassing to not be where I thought I was going to be, at least I'm not where I was.